SANCHI Stupa is an important Buddhist monument located in SANCHI village, Raisin district, Madhya Pradesh state, India. It is located approximately 46 kilometers northeast of Bhopal, the capital of Madhya Pradesh. This stupa was commissioned in the 3rd century BCE by King Asoka, the legendary Mauryan ruler renowned for his role in propagating Buddhism. SANCHI Stupa is not only an architectural work but also a symbol of devotion to Buddhism. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site on November 15, 1989. History and significance. SANCHI has no direct connection to the life of the Buddha, but it remained a major Buddhist center for over a millennium. The reason may be its proximity to Vidisha, a thriving commercial center and the home of Queen Devi. King Asoka wanted to honor the area and built it into an important Buddhist center. History of preservation and current status. For centuries, the SANCHI Stupa was abandoned and damaged, especially in the 15th century onwards. In 1818, SANCHI was discovered by a British officer named Henry Taylor. At that juncture, it was enveloped by dense vegetation, its gateways fractured into dispersed fragments. It was during the 19th century that Sir Alexander Cunningham, a pioneering British archaeologist, commenced the arduous process of restoration. Between 1912 and 1919, the structures of the SANCHI Stupa were restored under the supervision of John Marshall, Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India. The restoration work has continued since then. The SANCHI Stupa is a testament to the development of Buddhist art from the Mauryan dynasty to the later dynasties, such as the Gupta, 5th century, with surviving temples at the site. Today, the stupa is managed by the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, and is an important tourist destination, attracting thousands of visitors and pilgrims every year.
When I first came here, I feel that the picture of the monks, all the venerable monks and the Buddha used to live here, and this place used to be a temple. I can see a lot of monks in the past that used these places for the kuti, for the vihara.
The SANCHI Stupa is one of the oldest stone structures in India, having survived and flourished since the 3rd century BCE, demonstrating the persistence of Buddhism in the region. The SANCHI Stupa is depicted on the reverse side of the Indian 200 rupee banknote, highlighting its importance to India's cultural heritage. The present SANCHI Stupa is a monumental structure, with the original core enlarged and covered with sandstone. The 4 gateways built during the Satavahana period are architectural highlights, with reliefs depicting the life of the Buddha through the Jataka narratives preserved within the Pali Canon. In addition, encompassing the stupa is a stone balustrade and ancillary shrines, some of which trace their origins to the Gupta dynasty, 5th century CE. Reflecting the progressive evolution of Buddhist architectural paradigms, each gateway has a common structure consisting of 3 parts, 3 horizontal beams in the shape of an arc, carved with stories of the Buddha's previous lives, with the non-human form replaced by symbolic images such as the Bodhi tree, the empty seat, the lotus flower, the Dharma wheel. The 2 ends of each beam are spiral-shaped, symbolizing the wheel. The spaces between these beams are carved with images of animals and humans, including mythical animals. In the Persian style, the top beam has the symbol of the Dharma wheel in the middle, held up by elephants. On both sides are the symbols of the 3 jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. The second part is the column capitals connecting the horizontal bars to the 2 main columns below, carved with the image of 4 elephants, or 4 lions facing 4 different directions. The main beam is carved with the image of the goddess of fertility, one hand holding a tree branch, the other hand tightly wrapped around 2 tree branches, the left heel resting on the tree trunk. The body of the goddess Yaksha, Yakshi stretches out as if supporting the upper horizontal beam. The third part is the two vertical columns supporting the entire gate. Carved in relief on all three sides. The front is carved with stories of previous lives. The remaining sides are carved with patterns or images of Yaksha, Yakshi and Shalabanjika. The carvings of the stories in Jatakas meticulously arranged to convey depth and dynamism. The content of the stories is meticulously and sharply expressed, arranged from near to far, including images of landscape architecture and human activities.
सांची स्तूप 3री शताब्दी ईसा पूर्व में महान राजा सम्राट अशोक ने इस स्तूप को बनाया था। सम्राट अशोक ने पूरे भारतवर्ष में 84,000 स्तूपों का निर्माण किया था। सम्राट अशोक की पुत्री संघमित्रा और पुत्र महेंद्र, इन्होंने पूरे बुद्ध धम्म का प्रचार प्रसार किया। उन्होंने श्रीलंका में जाके बुद्ध धम्म का प्रचार प्रसार किया, जिस कारण श्रीलंका पूरा बुद्धिस्ट देश है। ऐसे ही कई देश है जहाँ पे भगवान बुद्ध धम्म का प्रचार प्रसार हुआ है।
The southern gateway was built first, around 50 BCE during the Satavahana, a dynasty that succeeded the Maurya dynasty after King Asoka. Its reliefs delineate the Buddha's earthly sojourn from nativity to parinirvana. The reliefs on the south gate depict the life of Gautama Buddha from birth to nirvana, the uprising of 7 tribes demanding the malice to divide the Buddha's relics, the 7 past Buddhas, events related to King Asoka after his conversion to the Triple Gem, such as his recovery of the relics from the original 8 stupas to divide into 84,000 portions to be enshrined in 84,000 stupas, or his pilgrimage to Deer Park, the construction of a stone fence to protect the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya. The top of the pillars of the southern gate uses the image of 4 lions, symbolizing the Buddha and the propagation of the Dharma. The northern gate is the most completely preserved of the 4 gates of the Great Stupa. The carvings depict the life of the Buddha, his victory over the Mara, Anathapindika's acquisition of land for Jetavana Monastery, symbolized by its covering with gold, and King Pasenadi's profound devotion to the Buddha. The eastern gate depicts the scene of the prince riding on horseback, leaving the city in the dark of night, leaving home to seek enlightenment, King Bimbisara coming to pay homage to the Buddha. On both sides of the pillars, one side depicts the royal city of Kapilavatthu welcoming the Buddha back. The other side depicts the 6 heavens of the desire realm. The western gate depicts the image of the Buddha entering nirvana under 2 sal trees, the malice requesting the Buddha's relics for worship, the armies of 7 countries coming to share the relics, the army of the Mara king fleeing before the Buddha's enlightenment under the Pipala tree, the Devas requesting the Buddha to preach, the Buddha ascending to the Tusita heaven to preach the Dharma to his mother. The contribution of the SANCHI Stupa to Buddhist art. The SANCHI Stupa style was gradually transformed and spread to other places. The SANCHI Stupa is the oldest stone sculpture and architecture in India and is a model for art in other places in India. Through this stupa, people know the original ideas and symbols of Buddhist stupa architecture. Legend has it that when Buddha was alive, his disciples asked him about his future tomb. Buddha did not say anything but just put his robe on the ground and turned his alms bowl upside down on it. From that original model to the SANCHI Stupa, and the SANCHI Stupa is a unique philosophical architectural work. The stupa is hemispherical in shape, with a slightly flattened top called Anda, the sky, symbolizing the infinite vastness of nirvana, with a diameter of 36.6 meters and a height of 16 meters. In the middle of the stupa, there is a pillar rising from the top of the stupa. This pillar is called Yasti, cosmic axis, and is connected to the chhatra, umbrella, consisting of 3 stone tiers. Symbolizing the 3 jewels, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, under the umbrella is the place to enshrine the relics. Surrounding the stupa is a square fence called harmika, originating from the custom of enclosing revered objects such as sacred trees or temples with fences in ancient Indian thought. Symbolizing the axis of the universe, the stupa unites the 3 realms of existence: desire realm, form realm and formless realm. The SANCHI stupa has absorbed the architectural and sculptural art of Persia and Greece. Worthy of being masterpieces in the history of Indian art, the sculpture here reflects the evolution of architectural styles and religious thought from the Maurya, Sungha to Gupta dynasties. The sculptures at SANCHI are not only religious in nature but also a testament to the artistic development of ancient India. Common symbols include the Dharmachakra wheel, symbolizes the teachings of the Buddha. The Bodhi tree symbolizes the enlightenment of Gautama Buddha. The elephant symbolizes the pregnancy of Queen Maya before the birth of the Buddha. The lotus flower represents purity and enlightenment. A pair of deer, reminiscent of the first sermon at the deer park. Bodhisattvas and Jatakas, stories of the Buddha's previous lives are depicted on the railings and toranas. An important feature of SANCHI art is the absence of human representations of the Buddha. Instead, early art used symbols to represent his presence. From the 3rd century BCE to the 6th century, SANCHI sculpture style developed and evolved through the following stages. Maurya period, 3rd century BCE, under King Asoka. Art remained austere, with polished sandstone pillars topped by lion capitals. Sungha period, 2nd 1st century BCE. The site expanded with intricate carvings on railings and gateways, featuring lively scenes of Buddhist life, flora, fauna, and mythological figures. Kushan period, 1st 3rd century CE, influenced by Gandharan and Mathura schools. Human representations of the Buddha began emerging, although SANCHI retained symbolic emphasis. Gupta period, 4th-6th century CE, marked by aesthetic refinement and balanced form. Some Buddha images appear in meditation and teaching poses, though SANCHI continued preserving its symbolic heritage. The sculptural masterpieces of SANCHI are not merely relics of the past, they are enduring chronicles of Buddhism's spiritual and artistic evolution. Merging indigenous and foreign influences, they forged a unique artistic expression that shaped Buddhist art across India and Southeast Asia. As a sacred site, SANCHI embodies reverence, creativity, and the eternal admiration of countless generations. SANCHI, where eternal devotion and admiration resides.